Title: The Power of Proven Results, Why Productivity Should Guide Decision-Making in an Uncertain World. Introduction. Every day, individuals, companies, and societies face decisions under uncertainty. We rarely know for sure what the right choice is, but we still have to act. When the future is unpredictable and information is incomplete, how should we decide who gets to make the decisions? This book introduces a simple but powerful idea. In uncertain environments, the best way to make decisions is to give more influence to people who have been productive in the past. In other words, we should weight our trust and power according to results. This is the foundation of a new kind of reputation system, a system that isn't based on popularity, inherited status, or political clout, but on a measurable track record of making the world better. It recognizes that reputation and money are ultimately the same thing when both are derived from productivity. And that property is the domain in which those with proven track records make decisions that shape the future. Chapter 1: Why the Old Ways Fail. In most traditional systems, decision-making power is distributed through outdated means, family inheritance, political favoritism, or money that no longer reflects true productivity. But these methods often fail when the world changes. When no one knows what's coming next, tradition, unearned wealth, and rigid politics don't help us choose the best path forward. We need a smarter system, one that adapts to reality, learns from results, and rewards those who make good decisions, not just loud ones. In a truly fair system, money and property should not be dismissed. Instead, they should reflect historical contribution. Earned money is evidence of past productivity, and property should be controlled by those most capable of using it productively. Chapter 2: A World of Uncertainty. Uncertainty is everywhere. Scientists make bets on new theories. Investors gamble on startups. Voters elect leaders without knowing how they'll perform. In such a world, we can't rely on perfect knowledge. Instead, we must rely on signals from the past. And the most reliable signal we have is productivity. Who has actually created value? Who has moved humanity forward? Who has built, solved, improved, contributed? This principle applies not only to influence but to ownership. When someone owns a piece of property, they are making decisions about how it's used. In a reputation-based system, property flows to those with a proven ability to use it well. Chapter 3: The Wisdom of Results. Imagine you're lost in a forest with a group of people. Some people claim they know the way out. But one person has successfully led people out of similar forests before. Who should you follow? The answer is obvious: follow the person who has a proven track record. That's the heart of the idea. Over time, the people who repeatedly make good decisions show their value through outcomes. If we let those people steer the ship, we increase our chances of success. Likewise, giving such individuals control over more property allows them to turn more resources into future value. Chapter 4: Building a Reputation System. A reputation system based on productivity works like this. Every decision-maker earns points for contributing to good outcomes. These points are public, transparent, and recorded. Decision-making power is distributed based on these points. The more value you've created in the past, the more influence you get over future decisions. This isn't just fair, it's efficient. It helps the group make better choices, faster. In this system, reputation becomes money, and money becomes an index of trust in an agent's ability to allocate resources wisely. Property is not just something you own, it's a platform for decisions. The owner decides how it is used, and in a just system, that owner is the one whose history shows they can make productive decisions. Chapter 5: Why Equality Isn't Always Fair. Equal votes sound fair. But if some people consistently make better choices, why should their vote count the same as those who consistently make bad ones? In a survival situation, we don't hold a vote on how to perform heart surgery. We let the experienced surgeon decide. A productivity-based system recognizes that some people are better at certain things. And by rewarding results, it naturally puts the right people in charge. It also guides property to the hands of those most capable of using it well. Chapter 6: Incentives that drive progress. When power follows productivity, people are motivated to be useful. They strive to learn, improve, and contribute. The system rewards them with influence, not just applause. This eliminates many of the problems of corruption, nepotism, and incompetence. You can't buy influence with unearned money or charisma. You earn it through contribution. And because property decisions also follow productivity, this system ensures that assets are used where they have the highest potential for growth and progress. Chapter 7: From the individual to society. This system can be applied at every level, from team projects, to businesses, to national policy. In companies, managers with the best project outcomes gain more say. In communities, members who solve real problems get more voice. In global systems, productive nations and innovators help set the direction of humanity. In all these cases, property is treated as a tool for productivity. The people who use it best should control more of it. Chapter 8: Evolving with time. A reputation system isn't frozen. People's productivity can rise or fall. Influence can be gained or lost. This makes the system dynamic and self-correcting. It evolves with new information, rewarding not only past results but also the ability to adapt and stay effective over time. Ownership, too, evolves. As people prove their worth, they gain the right to direct more property toward productive use. Chapter 9: Challenges and Trade-offs. No system is perfect. Measuring productivity is hard. Sometimes results take time to emerge. But these challenges are solvable. One major challenge is privacy. In a system where reputation is key to distributing decision-making power and property rights, hiding information can be harmful. Privacy inhibits visibility into who is contributing, who is learning, and who is creating value. When people act behind closed doors, the system loses crucial feedback. This doesn't mean that all privacy must disappear. But it does mean that total transparency about actions relevant to productivity and decision-making is essential to keep the reputation system fair and efficient. Without it, power may drift toward those who are unproductive but good at hiding it. What matters is the direction, shifting from guesswork and favoritism to evidence and performance, enabled by open data and visible contributions. Over time, evolutionary selection pressures act on the system itself. Reputation systems that fail to reflect true productivity will be outcompeted by those that do, because the latter make better decisions, allocate resources more effectively, and adapt faster to changing environments. In this way, evolution doesn't just select people or ideas, it selects systems of measurement. As long as transparency improves and manipulation is punished, reputation will increasingly converge with actual productivity, making the entire system more intelligent, efficient, and adaptive. In practical terms, these evolutionary pressures show up as profit and loss. When decision-makers allocate resources poorly, they suffer losses, economic, reputational, or both. When they allocate well, they gain. This feedback loop ensures that bad decisions are punished and good decisions are rewarded, continuously improving the system's alignment with reality. Profit and loss aren't just financial metrics, they're evolutionary signals that help society adapt and optimize. Ultimately, reputation becomes money in this system. Not because we declare it so, but because money is just a representation of past productive behavior. The more value someone creates, the more resources, and thus decision-making influence, they should control. This ensures that power flows not to the loudest voice or the oldest name, but to the most demonstrably useful actor in a transparent and evolving system. Chapter 10: A Smarter Future. Imagine a world where decisions are made by those with the best track records. Where power flows to problem solvers. Where property is used with wisdom. Where everyone can see who is helping humanity advance, and those people lead the way. That's the promise of a productivity-based reputation system. In a world full of uncertainty, it is not faith, fame, or fortune that should guide us. It is results. Conclusion: trust proven productivity. If we want to thrive in the future, we must learn from the past. Those who have built, solved, and improved our world are our best guides. Let's give them the influence and property they've earned, not because they want power, but because the rest of us want progress. This is how we survive uncertainty. This is how we grow together. And this is how we build a system worthy of the future.